What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video, and boom, $20 PSN code. I love you guys, and this actually might be the first time that is. There is a video that I have from before that has the same thing, but every time a video gets 1,000 likes, in the first 2 hours, there'll be PSN codes dropped in the next video right off the bat. They're actually going to be on the screen. I'm not going to make you guys wait in the comment section, but like, I don't know if you guys like this series. I really don't. I know the first one had a good title with ATM and stuff. But I'm really quite curious if you guys want me to keep going, because I actually have been getting a lot of enjoyment out of this. This is like kind of just building a team, figuring out what the best things to do are, looking at free agents, talking to them, and trying to create a good lineup. So if you guys didn't see last time, I ended up getting Kemba Walker. I'm having him play through the injury, which is absolutely idiotic. So I'm going to move him so he's getting no minutes, because that really shouldn't have happened. We're looking really weak right now. Pretty much all across the board. There's not a lot of talent on this team. It's a rebuilding year, like I kind of said in the interview. So, like, I'm kind of blowing up. The Nets receive. Raptors get Kilpatrick. We get a 20. Who are we losing here? See, if we're trying to get a bunch of picks, like, we can get rid of Kilpatrick, get a 2021 unprotected first. I would like to negotiate with Toronto and ask for a 2020 first. Whoa. Oh, they're not allowed to trade it back-to-back. Okay. 2020 second round? I'm not interested. Sorry, Toronto. I know picks are a big deal here. Okay, first round pick. Is this another one of just the same? I'm going to decline that. And my office, Tuesday, November 14th. We would really like to increase our attendance to the special promotion. Take a look at the watch. Let me know if you want to get something going. Let's go with $1 Million Shot. I like the idea. Let's go with a sponsor at $1 Million Shot Night, where one lucky fan is given a chance to make a full court shot for a cool million. Excellent. I'll get production started right now. Perfect. So that's my CFO. I hired him not that long ago, so he's obviously the ones that come to me. It's time to look at the first scouting planner. Do you want me to pick the players or look and give me a direction, or should we go for it? I'm going to pick the prospects that we're kind of looking for. If this guy is 6 foot, he appears to be the top in the draft right now. I want to definitely look at a point guard, very important position. All of these guys, and this guy apparently moves. He's 7'1", and they say he moves, like a train. I don't know what they said, like a sprinter. I forget what my agent told me, but he had nothing but good things to say. Like I said, I'm trying to get through this season. Received confirmation the Nets have been sold to Bob Anderson and Entertainment. Whoa, okay. We just got sold out. And there is a million animations for beforehand, but there's none for when it happens. So, press conference. Yeah, I gotta talk about this. I gotta talk about what just happened, because this is not. So we're going to take questions this time. State your name and organization, and we'd like to receive that. Yes. Brad, hi. Daily Times. I'm wondering, with the news of the sale, where does that leave you? Have there been any discussions about your role? I expect things will be good. I don't really think people are going to be getting rid of me. I think I'm allowed to be here. There have been discussions. I've got a great relationship with Mr. O'Brien, and obviously we're going to talk about something like this. I've been reassured that Mr. Sanderson's happy with my team, happy with my correction, and then I'll be retained in my current. I haven't had an opportunity to talk with Mr. Sanderson directly yet, but my expectation is that it will be very nice, pleasant discussion. That's it. That was a quick press conference, man. Quick. Bob Sanderson's office, meeting the new guy. Hey, Brad, an honor and pleasure to finally meet you. So this is our first time meeting. Billionaire, but just bought the team. Please call me Brett. I don't think we're there yet. I shouldn't be telling him what to call me. So I think we're all on the same page, but let's make this official, shall we? Sounds good to me. I want to retain your services as general manager, Brooklyn Knight. How does that sound, Brett? Absolutely. Opportunity. I've heard nothing but positive things about you, even from rival GMs. I think their partnership. Of course, I've spoken at great length with Trent, who thinks he's a big supporter of yours. We had a great working relationship. Even when we didn't see eye to eye, we were able to respect each other where it's coming from. It was mutual respect. That is great, Brett. I hope for the same. Hey, speaking of Trent, did he tell you I'm a huge fan of the Nets? Have been for years. He said, there's fans of the Nets? This is news to me. He must be one of the 7. Is that right? Willing to post them a diehard. I can tell you that. And of course, the team, Trent's words, with no reservation, I feel confident in your vision and the direction. Perfect. So I know your remarks the other day were a little unsure what the status is. I'm clear to the right way. I'm absolutely looking to retain you if you're on board for the long haul. Fantastic. I think you'll see I'm fully committed. So I'm going to stay clearing up my big understanding. I know you said you expect me to start from scratch, but this is 100% of the case. I believe what you're building here. I hate the reading. Are you still on board? 100% fantastic, dude. Wonderful. You know, I did my research on you. Stats can tell you everything, but they can tell you a whole lot. Data is expected. The more data you have, the more smarter you are. I couldn't agree more. That's great, Brett. That's great. I think we're gonna do really well. So here's some. I've Stephen Lee, Harvard grad, total genius. I'm excited about it. I've got this kid. He's working on some incredible stuff right now. Not only comes to numbers, technology. He's going to be light up with the competition. I'm not qualified. Hey, I'll look at anything they can give us. The tradition is good. That's my man, smart and humble. Thanks for the heart of the team being run. I want to establish you right there in the start. Let's do it. All right, Heather, what are you working at? Championship? A ring? Well, exactly in this shiny ring, I can. My expectation is that we rationally. That's going to happen. Life is predictable. I want you to be. Wow, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it, Bob. If there's anything I would like to work on, it's dedicated. So as a champion, but I don't want you to make panic moves to try and save your job. I don't want you doing things. Wow, this is a really, really good. Great. So I'm going to do delicate swing and reverse. I think this goes without saying we can talk about who does not leave the room. Oh. Wow. The team is moving. Long-term goal of this guy is to go. I actually love Seattle. It's one of my favorite cities. Hey, right, I thought I'd bring your attention to where the fields were pushing and practice. They're super rested. I'm just gonna give ATM, and I'm gonna let him handle it. I think he is qualified enough. Bob Sanderson's office. Let's see. Okay, draft stuff. I talked to our scouting department yesterday. I mean, some of the stuff we're saying. It's a very impressive class. From what I've been telling you, impressive. They're talking 03 levels of projection. Staples, Baldwin. That's right. I'm sure you would know this. But everything we've got on these guys is fantastic. Their NBA comps are just, even all the numbers are adjusted. They're pretty short. Bob, please. Right, Bob. So look, we're going to run the standings. I think we're going to do everything we can to get one of these top 3 picks. I mean that nobody on our team is untouchable. Not even Kemba Walker. No asset is off the future first, cast whatever it takes. You may think we're doing okay now, but we want to know. I want to transform this franchise. It's exactly what I was thinking, Bob. I'll start the process. Okay, so Bob wants me to start trading for picks. He wants me to start looking around, seeing what assets I can get from these teams in exchange. So let's ask for this. What could get me the Nuggets first round pick? The only thing would be giving up my 2018 pick. Now, see, it's going to be tough to get one of these because not a lot of teams are going to have a lot of interest. If we gave away Rondé and what else? Whitehead and our first. I want something that doesn't require us giving up any picks. Maybe a second. Second at the most would be the most. Rondé Hollis Jefferson, he's 22. Good player. That could get us the Pelicans first round pick. I don't know if I love that. Let's just keep looking around. No offers here. They want to just go 2018. Oh no, that's a second rounder. This is tough because this is like my big thing because apparently these guys are so touted. Like, we're willing to do whatever we can to get in the draft. And because it's such a big year, I'm willing to give it. I can get an 18 first for a 21st and Zeller. So I could essentially get a first round pick in this year just by giving up these guys, which I like a lot. Let me just let people know, and I want other teams to know that my picks are not off the table. All of these, because we have a 2020 first and a 2021 first. These picks are all available. I'm willing to get rid of them. I'm willing to blow this team up. Like, there's no part of this that I want. So let me just make that my priority here. These 2 picks, nobody wants them. Wow. So we can't get rid of that. Wow. Oh, okay. This is gonna be a little bit tough. I gotta regroup here for a second. Regroup. Okay. Whose pick do we want to go for that we think might have a bad season? The Bulls. I feel like the Bulls will have a high pick. They will only do this if they're for sure getting a first, which does nothing for me whatsoever. The Cavaliers, no, they don't want any part of us. The Boston Celtics, they're willing to go our lottery projected, because the Raptors are lottery projected, so that's huge. 2018. I'm gonna have to just take a GG on this for now and just keep simulating. I know that's the end goal, but like at this point, I'm not seeing a ton of potential for these trades. My office, Friday, December 1st. Let's see what's about to go down. View report. Freddie Staples, they're saying he's going to be a B+ overall. He's 20 years old. These guys are 19. He's a little bit older, but he appears to be a stud. These guys all, Perkinson got a B. 2K rank. This guy appears to be the surefire number 1. Wow. Okay. So if we were going to draft today, we'd have to draft Jackson Baldwin. That would have to be the choice, would be Jackson Baldwin if we were going to have to draft today. I'm not too sure if I would want a small forward, but if he's a LeBron type player, then like it's good to see. I love this. Like this whole mode, man, is so fun. Like you can't tell me that this mode is not kind of fun to watch. Like I mean, these might be like 20-minute episodes. I really don't know. I just want to keep going. Kelly Olynyk. Oh, I like Kelly Olynyk a lot. I really, really do. I definitely negotiate this one. Wayne Ellington. We're not winning with these guys. I feel like Kelly Olynyk is only, I'm going to make that trade. And it's kind of a crazy one. It might make us a little worse. But at this time, considering the fact of what we're doing and like what my overall game plan is, I don't think it's going to hurt me too much. My office, December 4th. What's up? We're all here now, right? Kenny, why don't you start? Morning, everything is pretty short. I know we've all got busy schedules. So Vince missed practice, and I'm not, how I say this, I'm not exactly thrilled with his response. What do I want from you? Well, I want to make it perfectly this sort of, and I want you to make sure it's pretty cut. Vince, why didn't you tell me what happened? It's like this, Brett Barrett. It is 11 o'clock and we don't have a game. Anyways, but this practice, they got moved up to 9:30. It's not that I can get there at 9:30. I'm a pro. You know that. But man, what can I say? You get used to a thing. It changes. Something you just mess up. It was not intentional. You got one job, Vince. One job. Practice at 11. Sure, most days, not every day. We get in that calendar. I don't think we should be giving Vince Carter this much flack for this. I really, if you're telling me you can't do something as simple as open an app, you're telling me you're not willing to give your all. And I can't have that. Won't have that. Not on my team. All right, I think we've got some information. Anything you think to do? What do you want to do about this, Brett? Let's move on. I'm not in the process of getting mad. Honestly, I promise it won't happen again. I'm not in the business of getting upset. Oh, nope, I don't want that. A player for missing practice, especially if they're like my oldest guy on the team. They're the veteran of the team. They've been around. They've had a million practices. Like, congratulations, you've reached level 6. Let's get the hometown discount. I think at the end of this, after I sim a little bit more, we're going to start looking for trades. Bob Sanderson. I talked to Sanderson a lot. You're talking about cake? They're fine, I guess. I just don't know if they'll wait in line for 3 hours. Alright, I have to do, Nate. I want you to do something that's pretty important to me. Shoot. You know I have a son, right, Brett? Sure do. You haven't met him yet, have you? I don't think so. His name is Andrew, a little kid, but ultimate spirit. So there's the thing. Andrew puts his mind he gets after he's a real attack dog. He's tried a couple different career paths, finance, that are true calling. You understand what that's like, but it's been a while since I've been in my calling, but sure, Bob, everyone goes through that when they're young. I do understand. I think it's part of the problem, to be honest, is that I'd be best kind of this bread, but I don't know if you'd first think about baking bread. That makes 2 of us. But I was thinking, you know, he's just been so passionate about the Nets as I've been. He was getting everything from me. He has mom's eyes, but I screamed him. So anyway, we were talking over the dinner last night. He told me he'd like to be involved to the team. I was skeptical at first. He doesn't have experience, first of all, but then I said, nobody's born with experience. You experience it. Okay, so I think this is just about adding his son. I'm not very, like, those are cool, obviously, but I'm not gonna, like, lose sleep over that. Like, I'm not super worried about it. I have your report, this prospects. I want to see this report. Jeff, he's a B-. Most of these guys turned out to be pretty average. Nice shot. My scout's doing really, really good. I'm going to give him Odell Shepherd. These guys. I want to look at a bunch of point guards here. So the guys, I can only look at a certain maximum. I want to scout, I have Staples, but I want to scout every single other point guard here. I want to make sure that by the end I have a great understanding of who's looking good, who's not, because in this draft, if we're tanking this, even though we're not, we're starting to win games for some reason when we're trying to tank. My office, Sunday, December 17th. What's going on? What's going on, guys? Let's see. Michael Kidd has been injured, right foot fracture. He can't play through the injury. Wow. Man, we just can't stay healthy, man. We really, really can't stay healthy at all. Like, this is just, we're by far the worst team on the planet right now. And we're 11-18. Like, at least if you're going to suck, let's suck bad enough to get the first. I just want to know that if you want to make any changes to your staff, the staff menu where you can use time to initiate conversations. View menu. Yeah, I've seen this. I know how it works, and I'm not firing anybody. Everyone's doing it. If we're 11 and 18 with the group that we have, I don't think anyone deserves to be fired. Who got injured? Oh, Lennox. This is the biggest group of Band-Aids I've ever seen. Like, literally, this is the worst team on the planet. Team facility parking lot, Wednesday, December 20th. Hey, Brett, what's up? What can I do for you, Andrew? I was still going to talk to you in a minute. I've got a couple things I want to run by you. Typically, we don't do this office, Andrew, but sure, why not? A huge amount of your real inspiration. The way you got me building a team. If that's so, absolutely, you're a legend, man. You're trying to... I'm not a legend. I was hoping I could talk to you for a second. All right. So everyone's got goals, right? If you want to be successful. Right, exactly. I mean, I wanted to be a GM one day, but that's so far from the future. I'm sure it is, Andrew. I need someone who knows what they're doing. Who can, like, let me know the technique is bad, walks on. So my question is, Brett, is do you really know what you're doing? Andrew, I've really got to get going. Just a minute, Brett. I won't take more than a minute. Okay. First, I want to say that old man, have you seen the Staples kid? Nathan tell me he's better than Westbrook. I mean... Are you kidding me? A better version of Mr. Triple Double, but we could be signing a star this summer either. Curry, Durant, I want to tell you a champion, Brett. We're running the show. Do that a 19-year-old running the show, even if he's a future. And we're not going to do that with a 19-year-old running the show. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I thought they were talking. I thought I was still 19. If you're passionate, Andrew, I'm willing to go after this Staples guy. But like this conversation was way too long. We'd get a second-round pick here, which would be really, really nice. Let's see. How is this? Andrew Harrison. Second round, unprotected for Kilpatrick. I feel like let's just blow this thing up. Honestly, I'm making the trade. Whatever. It's not... You won't see a familiar face on this team. This team is not winning with Kilpatrick. Like, he's not a bad player, but we're not going with him. My office, Saturday, December 3rd. I just heard something a little creative than signing LeBron. All right, what do you got for me? I was talking 7 and then it really does me grab a discount and brought up to John Timmer what I mean a nice player. Sure, he's got some tools. I thought Steven showed me this. Player efficiency. So he is very cheap and very, very wow, that's... Wow, I showed this stuff to my old man and I started drooling. Oh, yeah? Demanded we trade for him, basically. Let's do it. Let's do it up. I'm 100% willing to try, like, if these type of things are really good, so I'm willing to go and try for guys like this, that they say I should. He's a young guy. DeJounte Murray, 2-year, no offers. Wow, there's nothing we can do on the Nets. But look at us. We're also the most pathetic unit in the NBA. Like, there's not a lot going on right now. I'm going to do a little bit more serious. These episodes are going to be long, man. I'm sorry if you hate that. I'm sorry if that bugs you, but these are not going to be short. But I'm sure this is already, but I just want to remind you that the game is coming up against Kawhi, who's one of the league's absolute best for it. You should look at the game plan for the Spurs. Will change. I don't think he should be guarding him. I think we should have one of our injury reserve. I'm not switching nothing. I'm sorry. I'm not switching anything. Like, I really, really don't care at this point. I'm at level 7. We're 14. How are we doing this? Literally, I don't know how we're doing this. We're down with Murray. Tried to swing some of the Spurs. Thought I offered him, but they're still not biting. You see the report Steven put together? Yes, it's impressive stuff. I'll say, let me just say, if you're doing a great job, Brett, maybe I have a clear future. So let me put it in the way. I expect to see Murray in a Nets uniform by the end of next week. Bob. Don't bob me, Brett. I know the obstacles you face. That's why I got to pay you to deal with the obstacles. Lots of obstacles. Fair enough. Let me be clear about this. This isn't my ego. This isn't a date. This is about reasoned, objective. Okay, I'll get him. I don't care. I'll get this dude. If you want him, I'll get him. But I don't know how exactly. Like, literally, the problem is with them just telling me that I need to get this guy is that I can't just get this guy. Like, no offers were found. So, what do I do for that? Like, do I go after a star and see if we can... No offers. Like, I can't even get anybody. Like, this... There's no one wants any part of us. As a team and as anything, let's trade someone somewhat valuable. So I'd say Jeremy Lin would be like our second most valuable dude on the team. Like, if we had to look, Bosch is old and expensive, so gotta find something. 2020 first round pick for Jeremy Lin. We can get Patrick Beverly and Wesley Johnson. I kind of dig that, to be honest, but none of these guys. Wade Baldwin and Chandler Parsons. I like this trade a little bit. If we're stockpiling picks for the draft, I think that's a really good. We could get Dwight Howard. He's 32 years old, very, very old. We get Zach Randolph, Jordan Clarkson straight up, Terrence Ross, and DJ Augustine. I like that one, kind of. This is a really, really tough sitch, man. This is a tough situation. I don't know if he is all that. I kind of like that one. PJ Tucker is a great team guy. And if we don't have to give up, I didn't see if we had to give up a second for him. Jamal Crawford, he's 37 years old. We get Cantor. I like the idea of trading him for Cantor. Cantor's a stud, man. Cantor is actually a really, really good player. So if we can get, or we can get Nene, and like those two guys are super old. But if we look at like a guy like Cantor, I don't think we can go wrong with him. I think that's a good trade. He's an 81 overall. He's younger than Jeremy Lin, and they're down to make the trades. So let's see, and then maybe we can put in a package for one of these new guys that we got. That maybe, just maybe, we can get the assignment that I had beforehand. No offers. There's no way I can get them, man. Like I don't know what they want from me. I'm gonna try and make one more like trade to see if I can get someone who they might want, but to be honest, I don't love my chances. Let's go find the Nets. Okay, now that we have Cantor, you can't be traded for 6. I don't like that rule. Oh man, I hate these rules. Yo, our team is blown up. Okay, I gotta go. I'm getting rid of that rule. Okay, so it appears that that is not a rule that you can just go get rid of. To my new news that I'm just finding that out now. I'm gonna do one more thing. My office. January 1st, I don't know. Hey, Brad, do some of the recent plays. I want to just see this. Appears Hugh looks good. Hugh's 6'4" as well. Appreciate the information. So what I got from this is that we are in a situation where we need to get that first round pick. That's kind of the main goal. Predict for something that Nathan. We can take this drive all the round, Brett. Okay. Earlier on, I thought these guys should be as good as the 03 class, LeBron, Wade, Mel. Exactly, but lately I've been thinking they're better. I really don't think there's time for this. I'm not kidding. Remember the top 3 I told you about? Petrovic, Staples, Baldwin? That's right. So you know I was high on them already. That is correct. But all these guys have increased their stocks. We're talking all 3 of them. And they're ready to start Apple levels, Coca-Cola, Xerox, whatever brand you want to bring up. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but if that's all we got, all right, let me talk about this. Remember Jackson Baldwin, the Creek Freak. The Creek Freak? We've got to work on that nickname. Call him whatever you want. Last week against South Dakota State, he dished out 21 assists. 21, Brett. I've got it, Nathan. Not only that, he put up 38 points, shot 5 for 6 from downtown, and grabbed 7 boards. Now, granted, he did it against South Dakota State. And remember, you 6'10", Brett. 6'10", running around there like he's Jason Kidd. Whatever hype you're hearing, believe it. There's no possible way to always appreciate your passion. You got it, Skip. Boom! That's it for the video, guys. I am going to decline that trade. Lots of fun stuff in this series. I absolutely love making these videos. This is probably one of my favorite videos and like favorite series I've ever had on the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.